What stories of I'm not worried, I'm sure it's nothing have you heard that turned out to be something horrible after all? Woke up on a Sunday morning with pretty bad chest pain. Thought I had just slept weird. Cause it mostly just felt stiff. Proceeded to exercise later that day. Turns out my left lung had collapsed. And exercise was literally the worst possible thing I could have done in that situation. Boyfriend complained of back pain for a couple of weeks, but seemed likely. He'd be training extra hard physically for an event. And then we noticed a big swollen spot in his armpit. Even the doctor who finally agreed to do a biopsy was all like, I'm sure it's nothing. Boom. Stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. After a round of chemotherapy. He's currently going in for a stem cell bone marrow transplant. Unusually swollen lymph nodes. We've learned. Are something that should definitely be checked out. 1 month agony aunt had a zit that would not go away. She decided to go to the doctor to have it looked at. They took a biopsy and the doctor said it's routine. It's probably nothing. The result. Basal cell carcinoma. They performed surgery soon after. The doctor ended up having to remove my aunt's nose and some surrounding bone and the cheek. The doc put it this way. Once we got in there, the cancer just kept on going. They then had to go back and remove more of her face because they were not sure if they got it all. I got splitting headaches in my first year of college. So I went to the doctor for a regular checkup. Found out that I had an undiagnosed high blood pressure problem. Was recommended to go for a kidney biopsy after my blood test results came out. Which in turn confirmed that I was suffering from chronic kidney failure. I had gone to sleep. Guys. I repeat, not a ghost. You can feel safe. For now. My brother had a headache, sore throat and swollen glands. My mom told him to go to the doctor because he probably had a viral infection or a serious type of flu bug. I get those symptoms when I get sick too. So we all thought it was no big deal. Nope. Severely advanced lymphoblastic leukemia. Would like to add that my brother has been undergoing treatment for the last 2 years and is now in remission and back to work. Thanks to an amazing team of doctors and my parents' endless support. He still has a long road ahead of him and will need treatment for the next 2 years or so before they can safely stop giving him chemo via pill form and he can truly get back to normal. This was just one instance. I have sister who has type 1 diabetes. Once we went swimming. She was about 12. I wondered why she was so quiet. She said just that she is hungry. But fine otherwise. When we were getting dressed, I was more worried. She still insisted she is fine. Just hungry. Got back to the car. Where I told our father I'm worried. My dad didn't really get it. And told that she could wait until we get back home. And my sister, being a young girl, agreed that we can go grocery shopping on the way. I didn't like it. But as they said she can deal with it. When we got to the store she went into a hypoglycemic shock. We had to call an ambulance. And we were told that it's lucky she didn't get any brain damage. I was going to pull the blinds up to open the window and saw a little piece of plastic fall from behind them. I figured I'd just stash it away in that random drawer every household has and figure it out later. I looked at my friend and said I hope it wasn't vital to the structure of the blinds. Then I grabbed the rope thing and pulled and the entire thing came crashing to the ground. Turns out blinds have a small piece of plastic in place to hold them up there. My father had a headache one morning. Thought nothing of it and died in the afternoon. He had a bleed on the brain. Guy I knew felt like he had the flu to end all fuss. He had a couple kids at home so he went to stay with his parents while he got over it. He got so bad his brother tried to take him to the hospital. But en route got convinced that he convinced his brother it was nothing he wouldn't get over in a couple days. Next day. Dead from the bacterial infection that it turned out to be. Thought my story would be unique here. But I guess it's pretty common. Ignored a lump. Turned out to be cancer. Also, someone rang my doorbell once and I didn't answer it because I didn't know him. A few minutes later, he went around into my backyard and broke into my home with a sledgehammer. Too long, didn't read. I have really bad luck.